Mid-century modern is a popular style of design that emerged in the mid-20th century, particularly in the United States, characterized by clean lines, organic forms, and minimal ornamentation. Lighting design played a significant role in the mid-century modern style. Mid-century modern lighting, like any art form, was a product of its time, influenced by art movements, cultural trends, and technological advancements. The goal of this video is to provide an in-depth history of mid-century modern lighting design. Mid-century modern lighting design was an offshoot of the broader modernist movement, which emerged in the early 20th century. In architecture, modernism was marked by a rejection of the historical styles that dominated the 19th century, such as neoclassical and Gothic revival, in favor of a new aesthetic that emphasized function over form and celebrated the use of new materials and technologies. In terms of lighting, this meant that functionality was paramount. Light fixtures needed to be efficient and provide sufficient illumination. However, the mid-century modern movement put a greater emphasis on aesthetics, as designers began to experiment with new materials and forms. One of the most important precursors to mid-century modern lighting was the Bauhaus school, which was established in Germany in 1919. The school, which was founded by Walter Gropius, believed that art and design should be integrated into everyday life and that function should drive form. Bauhaus was known for its simple, geometric shapes and use of industrial materials like steel and glass. This approach to design would influence mid-century modern lighting designers like George Nelson and Charles and Ray Eames. The popularity of mid-century modern design began to grow in the United States in the post-World War II era. This was a time of great economic prosperity, and people were looking for new ways to express their affluence. Many of the key figures in mid-century modern lighting design were associated with the Herman Miller Furniture Company, which was founded in 1923. Herman Miller was known for its innovative furniture designs, and they began to commission designers to create lighting fixtures that would complement their furniture. One of the most important figures in mid-century modern lighting was George Nelson, who worked with Herman Miller from 1945 to 1972. Nelson was an architect, industrial designer, and writer, and he was instrumental in shaping the mid-century modern aesthetic. Nelson's lighting designs, which were often playful and sculptural, were a departure from the more utilitarian fixtures of the past. His bubble lamps, which were made of a translucent plastic material, became an instant classic and are still popular today. Another important designer associated with Herman Miller was Charles and Ray Eames. The couple began working with the company in the 1940s, and both of them made significant contributions to the design world. The Eames lighting designs were often characterized by their use of new materials, such as plywood and fiberglass, and their interest in geometric forms. Their light shade, which was made of a wire frame and a plastic sheet, was widely copied and became one of the most iconic mid-century modern lighting fixtures. Mid-century modern lighting design was influenced by a variety of art movements, including Surrealism and the abstract expressionism of the 1950s. Surrealist art, which emerged in the 1920s, favored dreamlike imagery and challenged rational thought. This approach to art inspired mid-century modern lighting designers to experiment with unusual forms and materials. The abstract expressionist movement, which was characterized by the use of gestural brushstrokes and bold colors, also influenced mid-century modern lighting design. The movement celebrated individual expression and personal style, which resonated with mid-century modern designers who were interested in exploring new forms and materials. Technological advancements also played a significant role in the development of mid-century modern lighting design. The post-World War II era was marked by significant advances in materials science and manufacturing processes, which allowed designers to experiment with new materials and create unique forms. Advances in electrical engineering also allowed designers to create more efficient lighting fixtures. The development of the fluorescent lamp in the 1930s was particularly significant, as it allowed designers to create long, linear fixtures that could provide ample illumination without taking up too much space. Mid-century modern lighting design was a product of its time, influenced by art movements, cultural trends, and technological advancements. The style is characterized by clean lines, organic forms, and minimal ornamentation. Designers like George Nelson and Charles and Ray Eames were instrumental in shaping the mid-century modern aesthetic. Their playful, sculptural lighting designs, which often used new materials like plastics and fiberglass, became instant classics and are still popular today. Mid-century modern lighting design was also influenced by significant advances in manufacturing processes and electrical engineering, which allowed designers to create more efficient and aesthetically pleasing fixtures. Although the heyday of mid-century modern design has passed, there is still a significant interest in the style today. Mid-century modern lighting fixtures remain popular with collectors and designers alike, and they continue to influence contemporary lighting design. Be sure to like this video, and click to subscribe to see more content.